Hey. All right, man. I'm waiting on chicken. So I thought I'd jump on here real quick for a few minutes. See what everybody's into. See what's happening in this great world. Yes, I am smoking before anybody even asks, which they're going to as they start to roll in the room. What's going on, Bobby? Cajun. How you doing, man? Cajun, are you already at Prime? I'm trying to remember. All right, what's going on, everybody? Oh, shit, gotta mute that. How you doing, dads? All right, good afternoon, Ralph. Let me scam these bugs out of here really quick. Let me roll this window up. How you doing, Curtis? All right. All right, flatbed. Oh, Denver's your nemesis. Yeah, Denver can be rough. Sorry about this lighting, guys. I don't know why it looks like that. But where am I at? I am at Tyson Foods. It's pretty funny, Kelly. Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Wilkesboro, North Carolina. So Dad's is waiting on his truck down there in Rockwall, Texas. So I have a couple students coming in, not Monday, but the following Monday, the 16th. I have their names, but one of them I know from the channel, the other one I do not. So by their name. That's what I asked. So it's Jason and Jeffrey are coming in, but I need to find out where they're going, which terminal, and for orientation and all that. They're both scheduled for the 16th of September. All right, chilling in Missouri. Yeah, Kelly, I got your message. I did get your message today. Found it about a month ago while you're waiting at Tyson. Yeah, a lot of waiting at this Tyson. A lot of waiting. And I'm supposed to be in Atkins, Arkansas Friday morning at 4 a.m. What was the freeze about? The student freeze, Curtis? What's going on, PCR? Well, it really wasn't a freeze. Everybody has to get their permit now in their home state. Everybody has to get their permit in their home state before they come to Prime. That's what it boils down to now. So students will no longer be getting a Missouri license when they come to Prime. They got to get their permit in their home state, bring it with them. They test out at Prime. Then Prime gives them the paperwork they need to take back to their home state to get their license upgraded to a CDL. I hear freight rates and volumes are increasing. Well, Joe, I sure hope so. We'll find out. We'll find out. That will get it to happen. Yes, I actually agree with Stephanie. I actually think this is a pretty good idea because you no longer have to worry about changing licenses back and forth and all that other crap. You just come with the one from your home. Stephanie, where have you been? By the way. Holy shit. You know them Alabama fans, man. They just like disappear for months at a time. I don't know what they're doing. All right. But I'm hoping Jason or Jeff show up tonight so I can at least find out where one of them is going. If your name is Jason and you know who you are, or Jeff, and you're scheduled for orientation on September 16th, you need to email me or message me on Instagram and let me know what facility you're going to be at so I can chat with the two of you and we can figure out what's going on. All right. Okay, so Stephanie, you're coming back. Good deal. Good deal. Mike, it's all right. It's all right, man. I'm a little tired. I got some bags things going. I got some bags underneath bags' eyes, right? Got some good sleep last night, though. I drove 600 miles yesterday. I drove 300 so far today. And now I'm just waiting on a load. What's going on, Kurtz? Yeah, Stephanie, you'll be fine as long as you didn't hit nothing. As long as you didn't destroy nothing, Stephanie, you'll be all right. That's the big thing. Adrian's on his way to Ohio. So I got out of the yard yesterday morning. I bobtailed to Virginia. They paid me $1.03 a mile to bobtail Virginia to the utility trailer plant. It was a pretty good deal considering I got 14 miles of the gallon. So it was profitable. Got there this afternoon, picked up a brand new trailer, and then drove 100 miles over here to pick up this load going back to Arkansas for Friday. So that is my current situation and plan. Is to be back in Arkansas on Friday, and then probably pick up, another Tyson load, since Arkansas is like Tyson Central. I'll probably pick up another Tyson load and go back to Northeast. How's the brand new trailers drive? They drive all right, Ryan. It did all right. Hog Rider Sooners almost got beat. Mike's thinking about coming to Prime. Prime's not a bad place to be. All right, good deal, Adrian. I wondered about that. I'm glad it's working out for you. Good deal, man. Yeah, man, starting a new lease can be stressful, especially if you've never done it before. It can be a stressful situation. It can be scary. It can be a scary situation. That's a lot of money. It's lots of money, lots of money. Old Morris, Illinois. Hey, they got that Charlie steak sub in there, man. If you're at that TA in Morris, they got that Charlie's in there, man. Go try it out. Starting a new career is stressful. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it is. Rowdy's right, man. They got some great food there. The Charlie Steak Place, cheesesteaks, Charlie's Cheesesteaks. That's what it's called. Good food. Good food. Mike, that's a good idea for a lot of people. I don't blame people who want to do that. That's a good idea. Yeah, the job changed, man. I was scared to death when I came to Prime. I'll be honest with y'all. I walked out of KLM that day and got in that cab knowing what I'd been making every week and going, crap, man. I hope this isn't a mistake. And it worked out for me. It worked out for me. So yeah, I have no student currently. I have nobody in orientation. And it seems I have nobody in orientation. Well, I do have somebody in orientation this week, but they're in Salt Lake, so I take that back. But I'm not going to Salt Lake to pick them up. but I have nobody next week. And I have 2 on the 16th. Frosty, are you one of mine? Oh, yeah. Me and Chad talked about. Matter of fact, guys, this is the place where Prime all began for me. Right here in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. I was parked right along that fence line right there where you see all these trucks. In my KLLM truck, and there was a Prime driver parked beside me, and we were both waiting on a load. And I rolled my window down. He was smoking, and I rolled my window down and said, "Hey." And he goes, "What?" I said, "You making any damn money over there?" He said, "Well, if I wasn't, I sure the hell wouldn't be here." And we talked for about an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, Jeremy, I have them on mine, and I mean, they do fine. I don't have any issues. No issues. Frosty said Dennis T. I guess that's his, maybe that's who he referred. Maybe it's who used as his referral, was Dennis T. Oh, that's your name? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I'm digging around looking for something I have in my hand. Yeah, I am. They were full when I got here. There's a couple spots now, but they were completely jammed up along the fence when I got here. It must be running pretty far behind because 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13 trucks here right now, plus all of their trucks. But yeah, me and Chad Rich talked about this for, well, that you figure, okay, I saw this guy in November, and me and Chad talked about it all the way up until January when I finally made the decision to come here. Do you like the rest stop over truck stop? For stopping for 30-minute breaks and stuff, I do, but not for sleeping. I prefer to sleep in a truck stop, but a lot of people prefer to sleep in a rest area. Just depends. My biggest thing is when I exercise, I like to do a lot of walking, and I don't really get that option at a rest area. It's a lot easier for me to be at a truck stop to get my walking in. That's why I've shied away from using rest areas now to sleep at. Here we go about the Philly cheesesteaks. What's on the real ones, right? Is that what we're discussing? What's on the real Phillies? I'll get some lighting on in here, guys. It's starting to get dark out. There we go. You always say... Missouri Tiger fan. I did put a new video up today. How are you, Gary? Cheese Whiz. Oh, here we go with about the Cheese Whizzes. Did you team with Little God Trucker at Pronto? No, Jay, I did not. No, wasn't me. What's going on, Emily? Yeah, it wasn't me. I came to Prime in January of 17. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. Thanks for watching it. That thing's got quite a few views pretty quick. Pretty quick. Hey, here's fun fact of the day. Emily Slaughter is like a professional roller skater. Just so y'all know. And y'all should subscribe to her channel. She was at the roller rink. She was skating backwards and dancing. She was doing all kinds of crazy stuff on skates. She's doing stuff on skates going backwards I couldn't do going forwards. And David H. couldn't do in his tennis shoes. I'm doing PSDs. I'm doing PSD students. You got it, Rowdy. That's it. Now, I have 2 students coming in on a week from Monday to start orientation. I got to pick one of them up. I just don't know where they're coming into orientation at. I will tell you, if one of them is going into Salt Lake, he's out. not because of the person, but because of the location. You know? Yeah, DPG, I am. I have been. Look, I'm like super sliding back the smokes. I'm just going to be honest with y'all, like to the point where I bought this. Ain't no sense in trying to. I stopped yesterday and bought that. Slide because they have no building right now. They have no facilities. They've got everything crammed into one building that's not meant for that. I mean, they're making it work. They're making it work, but it still sucks. That's all. Yeah, I mean, so have I. What's going on, Nunya? How's it going, man? I want to roll this window down, but I don't want too many dang bugs to come in. The truck wash a little tricky too, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it did. It did. I will tell you, I mean, not only the people that hadn't got here yet, but they had a lot of students already here they had to send back to their home state. So it really threw a wrench at things. Really threw a wrench in things. But as far as I know, last time I talked to Justin, I don't have anybody coming in Monday. I'd pick somebody up next week if they'd have been here. I don't have nobody to pick up. I thought, really? 60 people coming into orientation next week and no one watched my videos? That's pretty crazy. Oh, did it, Rowdy? Keep people getting knocked out? Correct. It is a logistical nightmare. So there's one trainer that personally took his student back to Oklahoma, and they spent an entire day getting it taken care of, but they were able to get it. Were able to get it. Correct, Mike. Yeah, Springfield's a lot better, man. Oh, they're doing hair testing now? No way. Are they really? I don't know. Someone tell me. Someone who recently took a drug test for Prime, did you do a hair testing or a urine test? I wanted to train, but he had brown. Yeah, Rowdy. I I had Mr. Brown for a while, and then I had Cameron. Cameron's out with his TNT trainer, one of Chad's old students. Yeah, one of Chad's old students. I actually have a referral in Salt Lake right now, but it would have been, there was no getting him. Not only that, but here's what they're doing, guys. They're what's going on, Lickety Split? Mudmaster. All right, so here's the deal. In order for me to train my referrals, I now have to tell them who you are the week before you arrive. All right. So if you guys are coming in, you guys need to be emailing me or messaging me on Instagram and going, hey, I'm going to Springfield on, or I'm going to Pittston on, or hey, I'm going to Salt Lake, sorry you won't train me on. Something like that. Something like that. My code is SOPCJ. Mine is Frosty. So Nick's in orientation now. It's crazybags357@gmail.com. How do you find your code? Should be you don't know your driver code? Oof. Y'all cracking me up. Y'all killing me today. Your referral code is your driver code. Yeah, your referral code is your driver code. So whatever your driver code is, that's your referral code, Emily. That's all they need. That or your truck number. That's what I really meant to say? Oh, yeah. No, SOPCJ is my driver code / referral code, whatever you want to call it. Had a great time in Springfield, but I'm glad to be back on the road making money. Mike, I don't know. I just know Salt Lake's rough because of the facilities. So I was like having to order pizza at night or Chinese, have it delivered. Everybody will take a drug test now before they come, Nick. I think Nick's behind a little bit. He probably started it late. But everybody takes a drug test now before you come to Prime, and you take your DOT physical. Mike, you're coming as an experienced driver? Mike, if you're coming as an experienced driver, you'll probably go to Springfield. Ha! Little Debbie Snack Cake. What's going on, girl? Or Uber Eats. Yeah, you could do that. You could do Uber Eats over there. There's just not a lot of options. So I got this thing on the, this list. It's like the food truck and all that. For the month of August, it came like 10 times. I was like, well, that doesn't really do any good. Nick, that happens. Yeah, Sly, all the California people, they always go to Salt Lake. They always send them to Salt Lake, man. Yeah, Nick, they've already got you assigned to somebody. Nick, did you Nick, you're in Salt Lake right now? Oh, Debbie got a good one. Curtis, I'm really curious about that because in order to drive a truck, you have to have a DOT physical on file. They will not issue your permit without it. They won't give you a permit without having a DOT physical. Now, you don't have to have the drug test, but you have to have the DOT physical. I got to go farming back to Columbus, Ohio on Irish. Well, you know, at least they're going to pay you both ways. Yeah, 84 is beautiful. Yes. Yeah, you went to the river valley there. Man, that thing is gorgeous through there. Yeah, that 84 coming out of Portland, man. From Portland over to Pendleton, which is the base of Cabbage, that's a beautiful drive. Beautiful drive. Oh, you're in Springfield. Been in Springfield since Monday. Did I meet you out there? No, I don't think I did I? I was probably gone. Yeah, I went down Cabbage yesterday. Cabbage isn't so bad this time of year. It's the wintertime, it sucks. It's the wintertime that it ain't so much fun. That's for sure. That's for darn sure. You know? Yeah, I forgot Nick. Yeah, Nick got there Monday. Oh, they schedule it for you and pay for it, Christian. You don't have to pay for it. They pay for it. They send you to one of their clinics where they already have the payment option set up for them. So they'll tell you where to go. You just go and do it. And then they bill Prime for it. Oh, yeah, it's a blast, Kelly. Are you in a current class, Debbie? No, Debbie's solo. Debbie's a solo company driver. I don't know if they pay you back for the permit because you have to pay that for yourself even before you had to pay that out of your pocket. There you go, Steve. Congratulations, man. Getting on a dedicated. The nicest stretch of interstate I've ever been on. Man, I don't know. That stretch we're talking about in 84, man, that's pretty nice. But going through Snoqualmie is nice too. So I think those two would probably be at the top of my list. Get your ID tomorrow. Oh, Nick, you're ready to roll then. You'll get a trainer. They probably already got a trainer assigned to you. They've been assigning trainers a week in advance. Yeah, Mike, they do. They pay 45 for a condo truck. For company drivers, it's 45 cents for a condo, 50 cents for a lightweight. Yeah, look, he split it. Like even when my brother came here last September, he had to pay for his own permit out of his pocket. Prime didn't pay for it. He had to pay for it. Doing PSD on the pad? Yeah. No. Hey, bang bang, it ain't that, man. They pay them pad guys a salary, and so they make sure they get students. That's what's going on. Believe me, there's plenty of trainers waiting on students. Plenty. Nick, they didn't give you a trainer's phone number today? I saw you saw me stream. Been 2 nights ago. Last night, I drove yesterday all day, and last night I was in Knoxville, Tennessee, so it wasn't last night. It wasn't last night. But you should, I would think you'd already got a trainer. You should already have a phone number for a trainer or something. I would think. I've heard there's a change coming in February with company CDL training. I was told you'll have to go to a school. Nani, that depends. That depends. I mean, every company is going to be different. The change coming is the trainer has to have 2 years of over-the-road experience. That's the change coming. And companies like Swift and CR England aren't going to be able to provide that for the amount of students they do. So their students are going to have to go to schools. They're not going to have the option of training them like we do here at Prime. I believe it's in February or March or something, Debbie. The DCs are closed, yeah. Like you won't be able to get your CDL at a company. None, I haven't heard that. That would be new to me. Believe me, the trucking schools are worse than the companies. Like anybody can open a trucking school. I go open a trucking school tomorrow. So, Kelly, I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. And I think you should have to take a personality test, like a real one. You know? For their school? Yeah, maybe. What's going on, Will? You know, Whitney, it's not a scam if everything you signed is factual, right? So if you know everything going up front and no one's been dishonest with you, you can't call it a scam just because you don't succeed. That's kind of what I was getting at. That's why I actually went and looked up the definition of scam and fraud. I went and looked up all the definitions so I could understand exactly what I was saying. And there's no deception in it. Yeah, there's no deception in it. I mean, when I came to Prime, they told me exactly what I was going to pay and what they were going to pay me and everything that I was responsible for. Right? So I knew going in everything. What I had to pay, what I was going to make for what I was doing, and everything that I was responsible for on the truck. They didn't guarantee me a certain amount of revenue. They didn't, you know what I mean? Sly, I don't know. Bang bang, I think everybody's different. And there are, Kelly, I don't know. It might be. Everybody's different, Bang Bang. I mean, it just depends on what your home life is, what your home situation is. All that comes into play. All of that comes into play. What's going on, Logan? So, Brown was the only student I had who didn't go lease right out of TNT. Everybody else has gone lease right out of TNT. And Brown went company for a month and then jumped on a leased truck with another guy. What's going on, 40 Cal? So, you know, everybody's different. Correct. Correct. The home life sucks when you're lease. Sucks when you're company too, pretty much, but, you know, being an over-the-road trucker, your home life's gonna suck. That's reality. How's Brown doing? Debbie, he's doing really well. You're at Stefan's place on baby duty. Mama's sleeping. How'd you end up at Stefan's? I'm almost afraid to get too many details on this, Logan. That would be a cigarette, 40 Cal. Debbie, you didn't meet Brown. At least not with me. You met Cameron. Yes, I'm smoking again. You met Cameron, Debbie. And he's out with his TNT trainer. Oh, you seen him on a video? Okay. So I've got the vape. Just so everybody knows, it's right here. It didn't go nowhere. It's got juice in it. I'm going to tell you all what happened. Yesterday, I hit this thing a couple times. I was smoking it, or hitting the vape. I was vaping on it. And I got real ill. And so I put it down and I stopped and bought a carton of cigarettes. I mean, I got like really ill. Like I got pretty sick. Take that out of your mouth. I did good too. It was a few months. Correct, lickety split. See, there's Stefan. Stefan's like, what the hell? Oh. So, Stefan and Logan have been best friends forever. So that's pretty funny. There's a brand new coil, 40 Cal. It's only been in there like a day. Nick, you'll get the pre-trip down, man. You'll get it down. THC vape pens? Wow, is that what's messing everybody up? I was pretty sure it was the pins, but I wasn't positive from everything I was reading. Dad says Michigan just outlawed flavored vape juice. No more flavor in Michigan. It's stress. I'm not super stressed. I'm not super stressed out, I'll be honest with you. It's not bad. Just got back from shopping in St. Cloud. So Stefan's at home hanging out. Nice. They're trying to pass at Michigan. Wow. TNT is the worst. Ready to be on my own. Saw your Lease video. I'm going to Lease for sure. How you doing, Mike? Yeah, TNT's rough, man. Hey, look. I'm telling you, that's what I need to do. We need to talk to the Prime store. They need to produce a new shirt that says "I survived TNT," and every TNT student, when they upgrade, should get one for free. No, you'll be okay in Salt Lake. I don't like it as a trainer because, like, the students are at a hotel. So you'll be over at that crappy Ramada, but it's still a hotel. But when I'm parked there, man, like the showers are locker room showers at the terminal. They have no cafeteria, nothing like that. Oh, you're going to be there all next week, 40 Cal? I probably won't see you because I just left there and I don't have a student coming into the 23rd. Unless for some reason Nick doesn't get a trainer and I go back and get him. But my odds are he's going to get a trainer. Odds are he'll get a trainer. Yeah, it does suck though. Rowdy's right. TNT sucks. TNT sucks. I am going to pick a student and TNT them in the near future. I just haven't decided when I'm going to do that. But one of my students eventually will get lucky, and I'm going to TNT him. crazybags357@gmail.com, Debbie. So, but yeah, I will be doing one of my students in the near future. I just want like a big influx of cash all at once. And TNT will do that for a trainer. That's for sure. But keep in mind, when I TNT guys, I'm going to do it the way I talked about it in the past. What do you recommend as your first training? Oh yeah, 40,000 in. Yeah, correct. I mean, that's adequate training experience. That's always big. It's always a big deal, man. Always a big deal. But when I do TNT with the student I pick, they're going to be in the hotel quite a bit in Springfield because I'm not just staying out and knocking it out. I'm going to go to Springfield probably every 2 to 3 weeks and take 2 days off. Well, with me, it's different because some companies pay by the mile and the truck payments are less. From Washington to Louisiana, Debbie, if you're coming out of Washington, you're going to have either onions, apples, or pears. Okay? And it should pay over, well, I think it should pay over $4,000. Oh, wine? You're hauling wine to Louisiana? Oh, you're getting like $5,000, aren't you? I bet you Debbie's getting like $5,000 on that load. Curtis says he can just go home. Yeah, Curtis, you live pretty close, don't you? So a solo lease driver at Prime, I believe $4,500 to $6,000 a week is good. Company you want to get yeah, company you want to be making over $1,000 a week. Oh, Debbie's company driver. Oh man, no wonder why they gave you that load. They're gonna cash in on it. Nick, if you do not get a trainer this week, tell them you need to tell them to call me. SOPCJ, write it down. You might need it. Because there was someone last week who did not get a trainer. You wish you didn't ask now, right? I may nail this vape a couple times, see how it makes me feel. Yeah, there's a couple of guys last week that didn't get trainers, and I don't know why. Maybe they just didn't have enough in training class. You know where this coil did go bad already? It's still white, but I don't know, it's not. But it seems to be leaking too. Let me blow it out real quick and see if that doesn't help me a little bit. Do you recommend a TNT student as your first trainee? 40 cal, no, I don't. I recommend you do a PSD. That way when you get to TNT, you've already seen how they drive. And as you do more students, you'll be able to pick up on more things. All right, John, have a good night. John, I ain't that far behind you. Probably another 20 minutes or so. Because it looks like I'm going to be stuck here. Because they ain't called yet. I don't even know what the heck I did with the other phone. I didn't go in the back. Oh, let me turn it back on. Did you let it sit in the juice before hitting it? Cool. I replaced the coil and filled it with juice, and I let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then I started hitting it. Is what I did. Yeah, she's gonna get under. She's gonna get like 9. She's gonna get like 1150 or 1200 out of it. You had a cheat day today, yeah. Well, I didn't smoke at all for a long time. And I started puffing on cigarettes again. And what happened was I ran out of the good juice, and I started hitting this other juice, and it was like, man, this stuff's nasty. And so I stopped and bought cigarettes. No, so 40 cal, your lease, correct? I think 40 cal's lease. I think. I think. There's a Prime trying to back up in here in this parking lot. That thing sounds horrible in reverse. All right, so you'll get $300 a week when you have a student on your truck. They'll give you an extra $300 a week when the student's on the truck. So you get all your revenue from the load, you get all the load revenue and all that, plus you get an additional $300 a week for having the student. That's how it works. TNT, you pay 14 cents a mile when the student's on your truck. So they don't pay you anything extra, but you get all of the truck revenue and it minus 14 cents a mile, plus the tax stuff. That's how that works. That is how it works. You want to get a TV in your truck, what service do you recommend? I don't know. I have DirecTV through the company, which everybody tells me I'm crazy for getting and paying for, but I don't care. I enjoy having it. Even Chad Rich tells me all the time I'm crazy, because he got it and he's like, I don't even use the damn stuff. It's $100 a month, basically. Well, I mean, 40 cal, you get 72% of the load. You get 72% of the load. You'll get team loads. So you may get a 900-mile load, but instead of having 2 days to deliver it, you're going to deliver it the next day. So you're just going to get more loads. You're just going to get more revenue that way. So, for example, 40 cal on a normal week with a student, I do like $8,000 or more in revenue. And I've had weeks where I did $11,000 in revenue. And yeah, and so like on if we did 5,000 miles that week, the student cost me on average $1,000, 14 cents a mile, which is 700, plus the employer part of the taxes. So the student would usually cost me $1,000. So it's a good idea, Stefan. So if I had 3,500. So if I had 8,000 in revenue, 1,000 off the top went to my student, 1,350 went to my truck. So that's 2,350. So now at 5,650 minus the fuel, which usually run about 1,500, take home $4,000. You'll make it. Debbie, you'll make it. Do you have a fallback skill or trade? I don't know. I've got a lot of management experience in the food industry. And then I also did installs, like a cable installer. So and I can renovate houses. So yeah, I mean, I got stuff I could do. There's stuff I can do. My father-in-law renovates houses. He taught me a lot about construction and renovating houses and stuff like that. Correct, 40 cal. Yeah. So, but I will tell you, man, the box closes in quickly. So that's why I was saying I am going to TNTA student here in the near future, but we're going to take a couple days off every few weeks back in Springfield. That way they can go to the hotel. I can sleep in Hotel Peterbilt alone. And we get some away time from each other, some relaxing time, get laundry done, do stuff like that. All right, Whitney, have a good night. Yeah, I'm waiting on chicken. Just waiting on chicken. Jay, that would be tough. That would be tough for somebody. Yeah. Lose your CDL and have no fallback skills. Chris Lawson starting orientation the week of the 16th. Chris didn't use me as a referral, did you, buddy? I can tell because the list I got for the 16th, you're not on it. I've got 2 scheduled the 16th. Jason and Jeffrey. Jason's in here all the time. He hasn't been in here tonight, though. Yeah, I started back smoking. Yeah, I sure did. Let me see something. Where under the app do I scan? Where in the app do I scan a expense report? In the trip scanning, I guess. Trip scanning, I guess. I don't know. That would be my guess if I remember correctly. What's going on, Miss Wade? Chubb, it's all right. It's all right. I did 600 yesterday. I did 300 today so far, but it looks like that's going to be it. Because the chicken ain't ready. They're supposed to call me. And let me know when it's ready. Drop dead time on it is midnight. So another 3 hours and 20 minutes. But that doesn't really mean anything with Tyson. That's for sure. Doesn't mean a whole lot at all. $642 miles, a long day, Miss Wade. That's a long day. Stefan, I don't think she's sending it to Abacus. Oh, she might be. She might be sending it. But you can scan it in on the app now, too. They got it set up where you can just scan it, Stefan, right on the app. Like we do our trips. I've got it all done. Oh. Receipts and all that, yeah. Okay, well, you can send it to Abacus. Oh, you tried it once and never got it? You had to email it to him? Yeah. Anyways, so yes, Jason Ali. He's in these lives like constantly. And of course, the one night I'm looking for him, he ain't here. I should have titled it, Jason Ali, where are you? Seen how that went over. Where are you? Where are you? Because I'm trying to figure out who's coming in on 26th. But maybe Nick, maybe I'll end up with Nick this week if he don't get a trainer. I'm ready for another student. It's been a couple weeks. Good night, school later. So there's a chance. There's a chance I'll get him. I don't know. If you ever get unloaded at the meat market in Pearl River, Lease, Old Monterey Road, be prepared to sit there 7 to 10 hours. Woo! Oh, rowdy. Highly not recommended. Unless it's the only way you can get it in before payroll. The only way. If that's the only way you can get it in before payroll, do it. Otherwise, go to Pilot. Rowdy, I had one that was like this thick, no joke. I took it to Walmart in Arcadia, Florida. It was like that thick. Luckily, it wasn't the end of payroll. It was the beginning of payroll. And I went to pick flowers up. And I went in there and asked that guy at the flower place, at the Prime place, I said, Hey, do y'all got a scanner in here that I can scan this trip in? He said, we do it by fax machine. Give it here. He just dropped it in the fax machine, hit a button. 3 minutes later, it was done. Thank goodness. 43 is a lot. I hate doing anything over like 9. I can't even imagine. Ugh. 43 would suck. Would absolutely suck. That was you today. Sean, they get both. Depends on what they have. Like my student that went Company Brown, he got a brand new International full size. He didn't get a lightweight. $75 pages, nice. So Sean, it really just depends on what they have. You can get one or the other. Now, if you're like a really big person, very big individual, tell them, hey, I'm not going to fit in this thing. Cliff says his bills are always 3 pages. 3 would work. 3 would work. A lot more trucks coming in here tonight looking for their freight. A couple more primes have pulled in here. There's one right there. In an ultra loft, perhaps? Nope. There's a blue ultra loft here. He's still parked over there. Yes, you do stay with your trainer while waiting for the truck, and it's been taking approximately 2 weeks. No, Rowdy, mine never did. Mine never was too bad. My flower loads. I even had one 9 stops, and it wasn't too bad. Could have been worse. Bill, wash, ticket, and trip sheet. That's all you need. That's all you kind of need, isn't it? Well, Frosty, a lot of the trucks that they have available when you get out of TNT are brand new for lease. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They have a lot of brand new trucks constantly. And I believe you have to wait 3 months before you can order one. So 3 months solo before you can custom one. Oh, nice. Nice, Wade. Yeah. Those are always great. Yeah, I do TransFlow a lot on those big ones. TransFlow comes in real handy. Yeah, be coming in through the CDL training program? Yep. A lot of people do. Most are prime drivers, probably, Kelly. They only have a couple on there right now, 6 to 8 months left on the lease. Yeah, Rowdy, that's all you're going to see until tomorrow or the next day. And then they're going to list all the ones they have. Everybody comes in at once now to do an upgrade. It's all weird how they do it now. And they update it every morning at 9 a.m. Central. So look tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central and see. Thanks, JB. Thanks for watching, man. Appreciate that. So 9 a.m. Central is when the inventory is updated for Success Leasing. That's when you want to check there. And just, you know, if you're just curious how trucks are rolling in, check it every morning at 9 a.m. Rowdy, that's what a lot of people do. I met a couple this weekend, Danny and Mike, good people. She's former Coast Guard. That's what they do. That's all he's done. He's been getting trucks at the end of the lease, running them for a year or less, turning them in, you know, when their lease is up, getting the money and getting another one. But I think I got them convinced to buy an Ultra Loft or order an Ultra Loft. Thanks, John. I had that on when I was at the terminal the other day. So I did the first part of that video at Campus Inn the other day. Never got around to doing the back end of it. So, Mr. Null, where are you going to orientation at? Millions of messages on a high value load, yeah. High value loads can be tricky. Can be really tricky. That's for darn sure. These fools gonna have me up at 3 o'clock in the morning driving. What's going on, Josh? Joshua Keedy. No, I've never heard of a company driver ever paying a rental fee on a truck. Anywhere, ever. That's scary. Are you on my list? I don't see your name on there. Did you use me as a referral? What's going on, Miss Kiana? So Josh is starting a Prime Flatbed YouTube channel. Might as well be U.S. Express. Total chaos in Mississippi. It's going all right, Danny. Yeah, well, I've got a Ram McNally. Why? You got to call tomorrow and pay the administrative fee? Yeah, and they're going to set you up for your, you got to get your permit now in your home state and all that. All right, Noah. What should I bring? Man. You need to bring about 6 outfits. And if you're coming now, you better bring some winter clothes too. Because TNT is going to stretch in the winter and there's no telling whether or not you're going to get home. Half of what you think you need. There you go, Suede. What's going on, Victor? Will's going to make me get up. Come on, Will. You're killing me tonight, buddy. Killing me. Oh. Oh, I know I'm not pulling it out. It's all the way on the bottom. I am not digging that sucker out. It's, what year do I have? I think I have a 2016 or 17 version. It's a large print for old people eyes, like mine. Yes, bring a sleeping bag. Bring a sleeping bag. Tech is really strange. Thank you, Mags. Appreciate that. I do. Mags, when you get a orientation date and location, just email it to me at crazybags357@gmail.com. Guys, that's going to be key going forward. Anybody who uses me as a referral need to get the, I need your starting date and your location, orientation location. And I need it like a week before you go. Oh, I thought you meant like the Rand McNally Atlas. That's what I thought you meant. Yes, Mr. Null, this just started last week. Everybody who's coming to Prime will now get their permit in their home state before they come to Prime. Prime will set up a DOT physical and drug screening for you. They will pay for it. They will just tell you where to go to do it. So you will go do that, and then you go get your permit before you ever come to Prime. You will still come to Prime. You will still test at Prime. And then Prime will give you your paperwork that you take back to your home state. And that gets you your CDL. Greg, that's pretty funny. Will, I have no idea. Ask Chad Rich. I got an Atlas. My GPS is up here. It's my GPS right here. And this big old thick noggin of mine. It's always been my Atlas. I got a pretty good memory. I got the pretty good memory. Chris did his today. You just use solar navigation. Correct, Sean. That's something they just started doing. Oh, did you run into her in Vegas, Kiana? Kiana must have ran into Grateful Tread over in Vegas. Because I know Kiana was in Vegas, and it looked like Grateful Tread was there too. In one of the videos she posted. Sorry guys, I'm looking something up real quick. Vegas yesterday. Yeah, everybody's in Vegas, man. Vegas is a party. Party in Vegas. Viva Las Vegas, baby. Get at it. Get at it, get at it. Woo, I got 28 comments held for review. Holy crapola. That's a lot. All on that new video. All good stuff. And all from a lot of you. Lots of stuff. Some of it's on the older videos, though. Some of it. Doctrine era. Some pretty good stuff on some of these guys. I'll look at the rest of them later. I just wanted to check and see how that video is doing. It's actually doing pretty good. All right, Bobby, have a good night. GPS getting permanently stuck. I believe that. So does that change the $155 fee? Shawnee, I don't know. It should. I guess you'll find out. But it should. Nice, Greg. Would I recommend a Peterbilt? No, I would absolutely recommend the Ultra Loft. Now, when I talk about Peterbilt, I'm talking about, this is my Peterbilt experience right here, 2020 Ultra Loft. All right. I would not lease an 18. I would not lease a 19. I would not lease a 17. Or mainly the 18, guys. The 18s were freaking garbage. 19 had some issues too, but 18 was terrible. They were always in the shop. It was a bad situation. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate it. I might have to turn some AC on here. I'll get the AC off and start sweating. So Greg has a 19. Do you have a later 19, Greg? Did it come in after they changed to the Kevlar wiring? Because that could be the difference. Because they started Kevlar in the wiring in the later 19s. What's going on, Tom? Tommy boy. Oh, it's totally by itself, Tom. It has nothing to do with the Qualcomm. It will tell you if it gets out of range. It'll tell you on your Qualcomm. But like, it doesn't have to be hooked to a truck in order to contact Springfield. What happens, Tom, is if your reefer gets out of range, it'll send a message to Springfield. Springfield will then send a message to you telling you your reefer's out of temp. So no, it doesn't use your Qualcomm to communicate. Still have not called me. Correct, Tom. Yeah. Yeah, all them loads sitting on the yard, it's all communicating with Springfield. My Qualcomm has not been working well. That's happened in the past to a lot of people. I actually am vaping. It's right here. But I got around some bad influences this weekend. No, I'm just kidding. No, I started smoking over the weekend. Have to have an intervention. Well, it's going to be a while before there's an intervention, because yesterday, while I could get them cheap, I bought a whole carton. I got a whole carton. That's going to come into play with my students too, because some students aren't going to want to ride with me because I smoke. And other students will now be able to ride with me because I smoke, because they smoke. It kind of changes the game a little bit. It just depends, Joe. I mean, depends on my clock and how I've been running. If I've been running 500-600 miles a day for 3, 4, 5 days straight, give me something with a little time on it. Joe, I'm not getting involved in nothing, so don't stick me in the middle of it, Joe. You know, but if I've been doing 300 miles a day, yeah, I'd rather have it tight every time. But Joe Jordan, I'm not getting in the middle of that. I don't know nothing about it. I use my cell phone for all of my messaging anyways to Prime. Like my arrivals, my departs, my trailer inspections. Even to my fleet manager, man, I just jump on my phone and send him a message through the app. I very hardly ever use my Qualcomm anymore. And I've been teaching my students that too, but I'll also try to show them one time how to do messages on the Qualcomm in case they need to. All right, get some rest, Wade. Get some rest. Melissa H. may or may not have drank 2 Long Island iced teas and stole a cigarette from me. And David H. may or may not have drank 5 Long Island iced teas and didn't even care what was going on. That sounds about right, Tom. That sounds about right. Nice. The roller skating ring was probably the highlight of the weekend. We went roller skating. Melissa didn't make it. Melissa fell asleep on the table at Fire and Ice. David had to take her back to the room. 2 Long Islands and a Guinness, boy. She was out cold on the table. So David walked her back to the room, put her to bed. And a paperweight, yeah. Oh yeah, Tom, it happens. Oh yeah. Every now and then, Tom, I'll get sent somewhere just to get a specific trailer because it's no longer tracking. And that was the last place that it was showing up on the GPS. They did that to me at Walmart once in Harrisonville. They're like, hey, when you drop there, get this empty because it's been there for like 3 months and we can't find it. Correct, Frosty. There you go. See, John's from back with me. You know, when I started driving, there wasn't GPS. You had to get out in the map and trip plan. And that's why it's all just in my head now. I took it to the shop and dropped it off. One door Willie. Oh, one door Willie. Yeah, I took it to the shop. horrible bluffer. Yeah, right. I'm gonna turn on some air conditioning. Oh hell! Chad Rich just sent me a picture of his truck. Chad Rich's new truck is at Prime in Springfield, waiting on him. I'm going to look at the picture here in a little bit. Well, yeah, guys, it was a good time. We had a really good time. We had a lot of fun. And then the last night, which was Monday night, was the holiday. I went to dinner with Go Girl Trucking, or Go Girl, what the hell's her name? Go Girl Trucker, or I think it's Go Girl Trucker. Danny does driving, and her husband Mike. We went to a place called Black Sheep Burgers, and it was really good. And that's where they had those milkshakes made with liquor. Good stuff. Rowdy, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, no, I will not make it back before Chad Rich. I do not believe. Unless for some reason they have me come from Arkansas to Springfield to pick up a student, which would totally shock me if they did, but they might. I don't know. Yes, it's crazy. Versus is right, man. Like, you drink the... So I got this thing called Strawberry Fields Forever, and it had cake vodka in it, and they like set it down, and and it was gone. Like, couldn't even taste the vodka. Couldn't even taste it. Oh, hey, Judy. Hey, Joe. We could blow up Judy and leave her in the passenger seat with the seatbelt on. That'd be good stuff. Yeah, Frosty, I know. Those shakes are something else, man. The shakes are amazing. Like, and it was weird because all of us got a different one, so we were all trying each other's shake, checking it out. So it was really cool. Like, I had Strawberry Fields Forever, which is just what it sounds like. It's strawberry with cake vodka and some frozen custard and stuff. And then Mike got this one. It was like almost like a split, like a chocolate banana split or something like that. It was really good. And then Go Girl Trucking got one called the Sugar Daddy, and it had like bacon strips in it. It was a shake with bacon. And it was like, I was nervous to even try that because I was like, a shake with bacon. But when I tried it, actually the flavors went really good. And then Danny got, yeah, Mike's had like peanut butter in it and stuff. What did Danny have? I don't remember what Danny got. Danny got a different one. Good night, Rowdy. Is it a place called Black Sheep Burgers in downtown Springfield? We took Mike and Danny treated us to a Lyft ride out there and back. It was really nice of them. And they picked up dinner, which is super nice of them. No, Joe, not there. Not there. We had to go to Black Sheep Burgers. It's good stuff. The Burger King had the bacon ice cream fudge sundaes. Yeah, it's called Black Sheep Burgers. I actually put a picture on my Instagram and it shows the shakes if you zoom in and the ingredients and stuff. Good food. Black out at the Black Sheep. And what I liked about it too, man, it's like right downtown, you know, it's right on the main strip. It's just a little restaurant, you know, in an old style building. Really good place. And the food was amazing. So big old burgers, man, they pile them up. Like they have one called the something car, I don't remember now, shit, but man, this burger, the people ordered it behind us, it was like this tall. This is no exaggeration. It was that freaking tall. With crap piled on it. They have one that's got like burger and then a steak fillet on top. I got a jalapeno burger. I mean, it was. So I think next time that we're all around there, we're gonna try a different place called City Butcher Barbecue. So we're going to be sure to try that out next time because I guess they got some really good food there too. Gonna black out the Black Sheep. That's pretty funny. Oh, Ralph, that's an idea. I could get one of the, you know, the window things for like $12. Make sure he has one on each side when he comes to get his truck. That's an idea. We may just have to look into something like that. If I can get back before he does. Problem is he's going to be back pretty quick. So So he's delivering up there around just south of Madison, Wisconsin in the morning. With his truck being there, he might be coming back to Springfield. The Cowboy Carl. That's it right there. That's it. Frosty went and looked it up. That frickin' burger's like that big. It's absolutely crazy. The Cowboy Carl. So it's got a patty and then brisket on top of it, and then bacon, and then onions piled up. Oh yeah. Like you're trying to squish these burgers down just so you can take a bite. Yeah. They're like, like the burgers are like $10, or the shakes. They're like $10 a piece. And they don't come with fries or nothing. Fries are separate. So like we ordered one order of fries and we shared them because it's a pretty big order. And then it brought us like all these different sauces we could try with our fries. It was pretty good. I was impressed with the place. I was. But if you are a milkshake fan at all and you drink, it's your type of place. Danny got the cookie dough. That's what Danny got. She got the cookie dough shake. Yeah, they got a lot of different fries. Yeah, they got all kinds of stuff there. It's good food, man. Good food. They have this one French fry. It's like jalapenos and brisket on the fries. Like it looked like a meal. Yeah, correct, Frosty. Like I said, we just had one order and we just kind of all nibbled on it. And the amount of food you get is pretty much perfect with shakes because you don't need all them fries. Everybody doesn't need their own fries and stuff because you're drinking shakes, which are filling anyhow. And you get these big old burgers. Like all of us ate our burgers except for Go Girl. She had like, I don't know, a little less than half maybe left of hers. And she gave it to a homeless guy while we were waiting on the cab or waiting on the lift. Homeless guy was like, y'all got any money? We're like, nope, we ain't got no money. He said, can I have your food? She was like, here you go. She gave him the burger. All right, Sly, please do. Correct, Frosty, that's right. Hog Rider. Chad is my brother. He can do his own thing. I love him either way, man. That's what it boils down to. That's my take on it. Traveling Pastor Chad can do his thing. Sounds like a burger to put on the cat scale. Correct. Yeah, big old burgers, man. Good food, though. Good food. If y'all go to Springfield, hey, look, it was nice because, look, I go to Springfield. Good night, John. I've been going to Springfield for 2 years. What do? I go to Fire and Ice or eat at the terminal. And so it was nice to be around some people that were like, hey, let's go somewhere else and eat. They were like, hey, let's go to Black Sheep Burgers. Because Mike and Danny had been there before when they had their personal vehicle up there. They went exploring and found it. And so we jumped in a lift and went up there. Good shit, man. Yummy. And, you know, the thing is, too, when you go downtown Springfield, you know, there's a college there in town. A lot of just people roaming the streets, going to different clubs and bars and everything. And it's a very happening place, especially on the weekends. A lot of people out there moving about. So nothing wrong with it at all. All right, guys, that's enough. I'm going to go to bed. Heavy metal. Sorry, I'm going to bed, man. I love this shirt. This was a birthday gift from my son. This one and the one I wore to Black Sheep. It says Northside Chicago. I got both of these for my son for my birthday. Anyways, y'all take care, right? You probably will not hear from me tomorrow. It's gonna be a busy day. Maybe the next day, I don't know. If Nick is still on there, hey Debbie, did you email me? I'll have to check my email. Debbie says she's gonna email me. But Nick, make sure you email at me at least so I have a way to get a hold of you. crazybags357@gmail. That's right. Keep the truck properly mounted, secured, and on the highway, with the shiny side up and the rubber side down. I'll see y'all out there somewhere someday.